In this lesson, we're going to be stitching the snowflake design using a backstitch and then a whipped backstitch. So let's get started.
We're going to jump in. I have already printed and cut out my snowflake, so I'm going to put that on here. We're just going to stick it on. We're going to stitch right into this. So I'm going to separate my thread again. I mentioned I only use about 2. These ornaments are very delicate and small, so the less thread, the better. Your floss has 6, so I'm just using 2 of those strands. I'm going to thread this and knot it. So keep that in mind. As we work through the other lessons, I'll always be using 2 strands. We're going to come up through the back. We're going to be using the backstitch for this one and our whipped backstitch. I'm going to come down through the front. And I like to do these little arms as I'm going. There's no wrong way to approach this. So if you want to do your straight lines first and then come back in and do your little snowflake arms, that's fine. I like to do them as I'm going. And again, if they're not exactly on the pattern, that's okay. That's what they say about a snowflake, right? No 2 are alike. So feel free to get creative there as well. If you want to make them longer, if you want to add some, get creative. This is ultimately your snowflake. So I'm going to continue going through here. Again, this is just our backstitch, and then once we get that layer down, we'll come back through and do a whipped backstitch with a little bit of metallic thread. So stay tuned. I'm going to go through a couple more, and then I'll speed this up for y'all. Now that we have all our back stitches in, we're going to come up, and I just do the straightaways. I don't worry about the little arms of the snowflakes, and we're going to do our whip back stitch. So I'm going to come up and then go under that first stitch and pull that through. So it's wrapping around your stitch, and then continue that all the way down, and then I'll just rotate around the snowflake and do each of those lines. So I am using one of the metallic threads. This is probably the easiest way to use it. Some of these are pretty unruly, but I really love this one. It's a DMC. It just adds a little bit of sparkle and gives it a little bit of a smooth look with the wrapping. So try it out. If you don't like it, you don't have to do this step. You can just leave it as a backstitch. So in which case you're done. Congrats, you've done your first ornament. But you're welcome to leave it as a backstitch or add in this whip stitch. And you can use the same color, or you can add an accent color or maybe a little sparkle. Once you're done, you just come back through. So I'm going to come up on the other side and continue rotating around this snowflake. You can see I'm just going one by one, wrapping them around, and then finishing it off by each of those lines. There we go.
Key takeaways. The backstitch is perfect for outlining or hand lettering. Adding the whip gives the backstitch a more cohesive and smooth appearance. Adding a little sparkle is always encouraged, but not mandatory.